What if one elephant built the greatest civilization the world has ever seen? Long before kingdoms and great cities, one elephant wandered across the endless savanna, searching for a place where a better future could begin. After days of walking, he discovered a fertile river unlike anything he had ever seen. It was quiet, beautiful, and full of endless possibilities. With every step, the lonely traveler moved closer to a future no elephant had ever imagined. This peaceful land would soon become the beginning of an extraordinary civilization. From the hilltop, the endless valley stretched before his eyes. For the first time, it felt like he had found a place worth protecting. The river brought fresh water, rich land, and endless life. Deep inside, he knew this peaceful valley could become something extraordinary. He continued exploring every corner of the valley, unaware that this peaceful land would soon attract others seeking the very same dream. Days passed in silence until one morning, he noticed another elephant wandering across the same endless land. Neither spoke, yet both understood the same dream. Together, they were no longer searching alone. Their journey continued together, unaware that this simple friendship would become the foundation of an extraordinary civilization. Day after day, the two elephants traveled together across the endless savanna. With every step, their trust grew stronger, proving that even the greatest journeys never have to be walked alone. Beyond the river stretched a rich and peaceful land. As they quietly observed the endless plains, both realized this could become the place where a new future would finally begin. Without speaking a single word, they chose to move forward together. Neither of them knew that this quiet decision would one day inspire generations to build the greatest elephant civilization ever seen. As the days passed, more wandering elephants arrived at the peaceful valley. What began with one traveler slowly became a small herd united by the same dream. Standing side by side, they looked across the endless valley. None of them saw empty land anymore. They saw the beginning of a future they would build together. The journey was no longer about survival alone. A small community had begun to grow, and with it came the first dream of creating a civilization that would stand for generations. For the first time, the herd chose to stop their endless journey. The peaceful river and fertile land offered everything they needed to begin a new life together. As they explored the valley together, every corner revealed new opportunities. The land was rich, peaceful, and strong enough to support generations to come. Without building a single stone, they had already found something priceless, a place they could finally call home, and where their future could truly begin. As the herd moved together each day, a clear path slowly appeared across the grasslands. It was the first sign that their new home was beginning to take shape. The simple trail connected the river, the open plains, and the places they visited every day. What seemed ordinary would soon become the foundation of something much greater. Every journey along the same path brought them closer together. Without realizing it, they had created the first road that would one day lead to an extraordinary civilization. Working together, the herd began moving massive stones from the riverbank. It was a simple task, but it marked the first effort to shape the land around them. The stones became a place where the herd gathered each day. Without knowing it, they had created the very first landmark of their growing civilization. What started as a few stones beside the river became a symbol of teamwork. It was the first small step toward building something that would one day inspire generations. To make every journey easier, the herd carefully placed large stones along their favorite path. Each step reflected their growing sense of purpose. The simple stone path quickly became part of their daily life. Every sunrise, it brought the herd together and strengthened the bond they had built. With every passing day, the valley became more than a place to live. It was slowly transforming into the home of a future civilization. As more elephants arrived, the peaceful valley slowly came to life. What was once open land had become a place where every member of the herd belonged. The first settlement was simple, yet it carried a powerful idea. Together, they were no longer just surviving. They were building a future that would last for generations. Their first settlement marked the end of one journey and the beginning of another. From this peaceful valley, a civilization unlike any other was ready to rise. With a permanent home secured, the herd began shaping simple stone shelters. Their settlement was no longer temporary. It had become the heart of a growing community. Each new shelter brought safety and stability. What had once been an open valley was slowly becoming a true village built through unity and determination. The village continued to grow with every passing day. It was the first clear sign that a remarkable civilization had truly begun. The small settlement continued to grow with every passing season. Strong stone homes replaced open ground, bringing comfort and stability to the expanding herd. Families gathered each day in the heart of the village. What once began as a dream was slowly becoming a thriving community built through unity and hard work. The village was no longer just a place to live. It had become the foundation of a civilization that would continue growing far beyond anything they had imagined. Season after season, the village continued to grow. More elephants arrived, bringing new ideas, stronger friendships, and a shared vision for the future. The once quiet valley was now filled with life. Every new stone path and every new home brought the community one step closer to becoming a true civilization. What began with a single traveler had become a thriving village. Yet this was only the beginning of a much greater story waiting to unfold. As the village expanded, the elephants built a great stone hall where every important decision could be made together. It became a symbol of unity, not power. The great hall stood at the center of the village, reminding every elephant that the strongest civilization would always be built through cooperation. The growing village had found its heart. From this place, every new idea and every shared effort would shape the future of an extraordinary civilization. Years of patience and teamwork had transformed the quiet valley into the first true elephant city. Every stone reflected their determination, and every road carried the story of how far they had come. The growing city was more than a collection of stone buildings. It had become a home where every elephant worked together, shared responsibilities, and dreamed of an even greater future. The city continued to flourish with every passing season. What had begun with one lonely traveler was now inspiring a civilization unlike anything the savanna had ever witnessed. As the city continued to expand, the elephants built a great stone gate to welcome every new family. It stood as a symbol of unity, safety, and the future they were creating together. Beyond the great gate, the city stretched farther than ever before. Every road, every home, and every stone reflected years of patience, trust, and shared determination. Crossing the great gate no longer felt like entering a village. It felt like stepping into a civilization built through generations of courage, wisdom, and unwavering cooperation. As the city expanded beyond the river, the elephants faced their greatest challenge yet. Together, they began building a bridge that would unite both sides of their growing civilization for generations to come. When the final stone was placed, the bridge became far more than a crossing. It united every family, every road, and every dream into one thriving civilization moving toward the same future. The Great Bridge transformed the city forever. It connected not only two sides of the river, but also the hopes of every elephant working together to build a civilization unlike any the world had ever seen. The city had grown beyond imagination. Across both sides of the river, countless stone districts rose together, creating the largest elephant capital ever built through unity, patience, and generations of hard work. Every district had its own purpose, yet all were connected by wide roads and magnificent bridges. The Great White Capital had become the beating heart of an extraordinary civilization unlike anything the savanna had ever known. The Great White Capital was no longer simply a city. It had become the heart of a civilization whose vision reached far beyond the horizon, preparing the foundation for the greatest elephant kingdom ever created. At the center of the kingdom stood the Grand White Palace, the greatest structure the elephants had ever built. Around it, an immense capital continued to grow, proving that patience and unity could shape an entire world. The kingdom no longer revolved around survival alone. Every bridge, every avenue, and every district reflected a civilization that had mastered the art of building together across an endless valley. What began with a single elephant had become the Grand White Kingdom, a civilization whose legacy reached beyond the horizon. Yet one final chapter remained before their greatest dream was complete. What began with one determined elephant had become a kingdom beyond imagination. Across the endless valley, every stone carried the story of courage, wisdom, and generations working together toward a single dream. The kingdom no longer belonged to a single generation. It had become a living legacy, where every bridge, every avenue, and every great hall stood as a symbol of unity that would endure for centuries. From a lonely journey across the open savanna to the greatest kingdom ever built, the elephants proved that true civilization is not measured by power alone, but by the legacy it leaves for every generation that follows. Their story would live on forever,